How long ago was it? It was about the time that we met that I made that joke about LOL looking like a drowning stickman.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if you remember that, but it was also around the same time that Jawan introduced that, like, girl who believed that you did in fact ride polar bears and lived in igloos.
Yes. Yes, that was incredible. She completely believed that Canada was truly, like, an ice hellscape. Mm-hmm. Like, she seemed to think that all of Canada was, like, the Northwest Territories. And so we just rolled with it.
And we had fun with it. I'm sure she's more intelligent and, like, well-knowing now. But back then...
Well, she's 10 years older now, so I would hope so.
Yeah. Back then, though, it was a time.
Those were the days, back when we stayed up until God knows what time in the morning, surfing the dumbest things that got a page on the Dragon Ball Wiki.
Yep. Fighter 83 and Paperclip Truck Driver.
Yep, Paperclip Truck Driver is the best character in Dragon Ball history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm level 11,
Tell me
by the
otherwise.
Way. You know, I really wish Psychic had more than 10 power points, because it makes grinding break. Oh no, I'm not level 11. Sorry, I must have had some kind of, like... I don't know. I think I've mentally broken, because I could have sworn I just got to level 11. I am not. I'm level 10.
Well, now that we know that.
I will say that happens a lot while I'm grinding in Pokemon challenges. I think I'm one level and I'm actually another. Because, like, for some reason, I don't know, I'll just, like, be looking at something else. And for some reason, I think I saw the window for leveling up. And I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Hey, Mah-dry, I found TM50. It contains Peck, and my Sea King can learn it.
Does it have Horn Attack?
No, it has Tri-Attack.
Alright, you need to make me a Plomus.
A Mankey! Yeah, what's up?
If you get a TM for Horn Attack later in the game, you need to teach both Peck and Horn Attack to your Sea King, no matter how important of shit you have to get rid of.
Okay, I will do that.
Alright, and you would never break a Plomus.
No, I never would break a promise. Oh my god, Mankey has double kick, I want this.
Did you say you would never...
I would never break a Plomus. I don't know who Blake is, but he would never break it.
No, he would never Blake it either.
No. Alright, I'm catching this damn Mankey.
Yeah, that's actually pretty solid.
I do like Mankey normally, too, so this is in my benefit.
Yeah. And he's a good one, because he's high-base speed, I think.
Yeah, he is.
So he's actually, he's one of the best fighting types you could get in this game.
Square bracket.
I'm fairly sure that another really strong one to get in this game is Hitmonlee, if I remember right.
Yeah, he's got pretty solid physical attack in this. I don't know how good his speed is, though.
And Hitmonchan would be a badass because of his type coverage, if not for how it's all special moves.
Yep.
Yeah. He's good, but he's not Hitmonlee.
Yep. Oh, I've just noticed that the Team Rocket Grunts are dancers.
You legitimately are going to beat multiple gyms before I beat the first one at this rate. I hope I keep fighting Metapods, because they give the most experience. I wonder if you would like 7 Days to Die.
I don't know.
That's one of those games I could see you being either side of the fence on that one. I don't think you would hate it, which I guess is good. I think it would range from interesting but not your cup of tea to being really into it. And I don't know, because I don't think I've ever heard you talk about playing that kind of game. Because it's from that era.
Is it a survival horror game?
Not really. It's, so when I think survival horror, I think everything from old tank control Resident Evil to open world survival horror, which would be like The Forest.
Okay. Or like DayZ or something like that.
Sure. So 7 Days to Die is from the era of things like DayZ, and you know how like all those games failed and they were in like development hell forever? 7 Days to Die is the one that didn't die. It has been early access for 7 years, but it legitimately gets major... Yeah, I know, right? but it legitimately gets like really substantive updates on a regular basis and has a really good community that is like informative. So what it is, I've got a Let's Play of it going with Brandon, and it's genuinely one of the funnest games we've played in a long time, and that's why the view count on it is really good. It's really intriguing. It's a game where, you know, someone hosts a server, or you can do single player. Someone hosts a server, you set up all the rules for the game, like how long is a day-night cycle, how aggressive are the enemies, stuff like that. And you're put into either a randomly generated world, a map you download, or the default map, which is just like, it's got a lot of variety. And you're out in, it's a big area, and there's like grassy parts, and there's foresty parts, there's like a lava part, there's a winter part, a desert part. It's a little bit like you've gone through a few worlds of Super Mario 3.
Okay.
And, there's all these randomly generated houses and cars and roads and different buildings that are there from like pre-apocalypse times. So there's zombies, and there's a constant day-night cycle going. So at night, zombies are faster and more aggressive, and obviously it's harder to see. And then during the daytime, they're kind of like shambling zombies, right? So the game is all about leveling up, crafting, mostly about the multiplayer, playing it with your friends specifically, and building your characters in different directions, whether you're going to be good at crafting this or that, good with this weapon or that weapon, base building, building vehicles, collecting resources of different kinds, farming, like just kind of everything you can think of as some survival games, really. Deconstructing cars to get good parts out of them, all kinds of stuff. And the big gimmick of 7 Days to Die is that once every 7 days you have a blood moon, basically, where the moon is red, and the zombies are hyper-aggressive, there's more of them, and they're kind of like, they have an idea of where you are at all times, so hiding is harder. And so you gotta survive, you're trying to survive the horde, because when you die, you get like temporary experience penalties. That's what the drawback of death. Or you can make it permadeath if you want to, I believe. And so...
Because at least that way the title of the game would be true to form. You would end up dying because you only have 7 days to do that.
And so as the game progresses through the days, the world gets slowly more and more hostile. And so there's this always like ramping thing of you're getting better and better, you're trying not to waste time, you're trying to make the most of your nights indoors or outdoors if you want to be risky. And it's really, really fascinating. Like the amount of variety, like it's one of those games where it sounds interesting, but it has so much more to it than we thought. I recommend you watch the first 5 episodes of our series if you ever want to see if you'd be into it, because you're free to join in if you ever want to.
Okay.
Because it started off as a game that we're like, oh, this is like a cool thing that we're gonna play every once in a while over time, just as a slow thing. And then
you mean like Kirby Air Ride?
Yeah, but that ended up being we got obsessed with it because it's great.
Of course.
Same thing happened with 7 Days to Die, where we got to a farmhouse and we're like, okay, this is a cool place. We'll set up here for a little while. It's called like Bob's Boars, and it's like there's a bunch of boars in it. And they're just like walking around, and there's like these cages, and we're like, that's weird. So we're like, okay, we'll leave them alive. We don't want to fight them, and we'll use them for emergency meat if we need to. We live there for a few days. One day, we'll explore, and we find a door, like, hidden behind a shelf or something. So we break it down, and realize there's a whole other side to the house. And it's huge, and we're like, whoa, that's really cool. Then we found the basement, and there was, like, a fallout shelter. We're like, holy shit, this is so cool. It's got, like, a science lab with, like, corn and stuff, and we're like, what is this place? Where it's like, there's like genetically engineered corn and there were all the boars and stuff. And then we go into the basement and we found a tunnel. And we start walking down into the tunnel. We're like, what's down here? And it's like pitch black almost. And it looked like it just went to a dead end. So we walked down there and we're like, okay. And then Brandon saw like a duffel bag across the room. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna go get that for loot. As I started walking across the floor, it started to give way under his feet and he ran across and he got across in time. I was like, run, like the floor is giving way. He ran through, we peeked through the holes in the floor, and there's this gigantic, like 20-foot tall boar with like, that's glowing green. And we just, in that moment, we're like, there is so much more to this game than we thought there was. Like, this game is crazy.
Neato.
It's really fucking cool. Anyway, I hit level 12, and I'm gonna hit the A button now. Swords Dance! That would be really cool if I
not
had an
for
attack.
Psychic.
Fuck. When does Beedrill learn his next move?
Oh god, you might not like it.
I think it's not for a while.
Let me find out real quick. While I dig out of here. Info and stats.
Info wars and stats.
Level up by generation. 16.
That's not bad. That's 4 levels.
But if you're trying to grind before Brock, that's still saying something.
Okay, I haven't gotten an encounter in 1 minute of walking. There we go. Good lord.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, Gen 1 seems to have, Hello Ditto, has, differing, what's the word I'm looking for? Rates of finding Pokemon. Like, sometimes you'll walk a step and you'll run into something. Other times you'll walk millions of steps and not run into anything.
You know what? I think I will use another monitor of the browser just for Googling shit on Bulbapedia, or searching shit on Bulbapedia, because you're not using most of my audio anyway.
Any of your audio. Including your commentary. I've been talking to myself this entire time.
Yeah,
for that
I don't actually exist.
That whole, like, rant you went on, not rant, but,
talking about 7 days, you were mostly just sitting there.
I was just sitting there going, yeah, yeah. Go on.
Zubat learns Supersonic at level 10?
I think... maybe?
I think so. So I'm just thinking about if there's anything I have that's about to level. You know, maybe I'll get a move that saves the day. Alright, I'm gonna go try Brock. I do not think I'll win, but I will just try and see what happens.
Alright.
Because I don't know what Pokemon he has.
You never know, he might have something that's, like, really stupid, and you wasted all that time training for no reason.
Maybe. And then the trainers past 10 will be like the Elite Four.
The Elite Four just shows up, battles you right then and there, and they leave youngster Joey and his cohorts to face off against you in the final 4 powerful trainers of, I almost called it Unova, in Kanto. Zubat Generation 1 learns set. Level 10 is Supersonic, yes.
What the fuck is going on with Twitter? Like, I'm not even checking Twitter. It's in the background of the emulator, and every once in a while, Trends for You updates, and it gets weirder every time.
What do we got this time?
Oh, Ditto. Oh, hey, Ditto and Poliwag have the same cry. Trump to Jesus. That's not even grammatically correct. What's going on? Oh, fuck, come on! Ditto has pedal dance! Oh, God, this is the worst!
You should catch that.
I can't! It's Brock!
Oh, yeah, catch him.
Fuck, okay, Beedrill, he double resists.
You can set up on Swords Dance.
For what, Psychic?
Yeah, totally.
Alright, well, I lowered his special with Psychic, which will also lower his special attack, because it's Gen 1.
Yep.
Okay, I took it out with Beedrill. Second Pokemon is Charmeleon!
I mean, it's not Charmander with Fire Blast, so it might have something totally different.
Growl, 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 wing attack! God, no! Oh, God, he almost killed me on a crit. I'm gonna lose. Oh, I barely hurt him. And he's using Thrash now. I lose.
Well, I don't know. You could probably tank something when he's using Thrash, and then you can rely on him hitting himself in confusion.
I have 3 Pokemon left that are level 4.
You got this.
Alright, Zubat got 1 shot. Douglas got Razor Leaf, and I got 1 shot. I don't have anything to deal with fire types.
That's a shame.
Oh, Sludge or Mega Kick on Goldeen. I'm gonna go Sludge. Maybe I'll poison him. Or I will get 1 shot. So, Goldeen. Let me Google this one. Goldeen.
Is there a hidden item up in the, on the lower floor of Mount Moon, right when you exit that stairway? I know it's kind of pointless asking you, but, you know.
There's hidden items on... Let's see if I can remember this right. I might be thinking of Fire Red, but in a few of those, like, go down the stairs rooms, there are hidden items on, like, lone boulders in the middle of the room. And then there's... And this might just be Fire Red, I don't remember. There was originally a moonstone right before the fossil guy.
Yep. Isn't it like
right.
It's on the right side before you enter that like doorway?
I think it's after you enter the doorway, but before you walk up the stairs to him, and it's on the right side on a rock. But again, that might just be a Fire Red one because they do change the location of certain hidden items in Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Okay.
But some are still the same. Like the PowerPoint up locations, I think are all still the same between them. Right, so Poliwag learns at level 19. Or sorry, Goldeen at level 19 is his next move. Okay, that's not for a while, although my Goldeen does have good moves. What was my other Pokemon?
Dancer wants to fight.
Douglet, right. When does Diglett learn?
Wow, an actual weird normal move. Oh, no, it's got Ice Beam too. It used Tackle first, and then it used Ice Beam.
Oh. Ice Beam is great.
It is great. I wonder what the TMs on the roof of Celadon Department will be.
Ooh, good call. Oh God, come on. Diglett doesn't learn its first move till 15. So until then, it's just Razor Leaf. What did he had? Ditto and Charmeleon. Skull Bash for Charmeleon, I guess. Yeah, that might be my go-to. I think I'm gonna have to level up to level 16 on my Poliwag. Oh God. Oh God.
There's such expletives. A Rattata, I'm sorry. It's dead. One shot with a single double kick. A single kick. A double single kick.
I wish I could do that.
Boy howdy.
I wonder what the hell double kick is supposed to look like.
You mean with the attack animations? Or like in actual life, how a double kick would look?
How would it look seeing a Pokemon do an actual double kick?
I'm imagining the Tatsumaki Senpukyak from Street Fighter, the Hurricane Kick.
Okay, that's not at all what I was thinking.
Like, that's how I'm thinking of it.
I was just thinking 2 thrust kicks in a row.
I mean, that could work too.
Ah, Okada got to level 13. When the hell does this evolve again? Let me check. Evolves at level 25. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. That's manageable. How many moves does it learn before 25? It learns 3. And at level 25, it learns Double Slap. But it will evolve during that, and I do not think Poliwhirl learns at 25. Let me check. Nope, it learns at 26. Okay. So I could hold off evolving by 1 level if I want to learn a thing, really. Tempting. Definitely tempting. That's a common thing with Gen 1 Pokemon. If you don't evolve them, they learn their level up moves sooner.
Yep. Like, I think Charmander would learn Flamethrower at, like, early 20s, and then Charizard would learn it at, like, late 30s or something.
Something like that.
Okay, where was the moonstone? Was it in this alcove here? Right after the doorway? I already forget.
After the doorway with the Team Rocket guy next to it, before you actually talk to the fossil guy.
There it is. It's a soda pop for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dig out of here and go back through all of Mount Moon. I gotta kill time anyway.
Yeah, you gotta get some levels, probably, because Celadon is really rough.
And Cerulean, for that matter.
Right, Cerulean, I get this mixed up.
Celadulian.
That one.
Cerulodon.
That actually sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like a blue-skinned Rhydon or something like that.
What's the shiny for Rhydon look? And
I think it is actually blue, but,
Oh, I was gonna say, if you say a gross color of green, I'm gonna be angry, because that's what they all are.
I think it's either a shade of blue or a green one. Let me actually go look.
Yeah, like, I swear to God, half of shinies are just ugly green.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Did you see that I caught a shiny in Sword?
I didn't. What the hell's in Sword?
Well, Sword Shield, so a Gen 8. But it was a Maractus from Gen 5 that's a shiny.
Oh, I thought you meant there's a Pokemon called Insword.
No.
Okay. I still don't know what that Pokemon is.
Maractus was the cactus Pokemon that was introduced in Gen 5.
Oh, okay. I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, it's not very memorable because it only shows up in the desert area, and rarely at that.
Is it your favorite Pokemon now?
No, I've liked Maractus before, mostly because not very many people gave it the time of day, which is understandable because it's not very good of a Pokemon. However, I do really like it.
Oh yeah, I made a new ROM today for one of the challenges. Guess what Pokemon I'm using?
It is Rhydon.
No, 2 more guesses.
It is Magikarp.
No.
It is Ducklet.
Sorry, you cut out. It's what?
It is Ducklet.
No, it's Kecleon.
Hey!
Yay!
Also,
Pokemon
Shiny
Emerald.
Rhydon is actually, golden.
Oh, that's cool.
What's Shiny Rhyperior? Hold on.
It looks hideous no matter what.
Good point. Oh, I looked up, there's a Krabby.
I like Krabby.
Yeah, Krabby's cool. There's Rhyperior. Oops. That is the ground type, not Rhyperior. Eh.